All right. We are live. It is Monday, July 27th. We got just a 12-game slate, but it's a good 12-game slate. I think that we can all agree there. We are live here for the Sweat Station, the live sweat. We've been having a blast doing these, guys, so thank you very much for everyone that's coming out and chatting and throwing your plays in the chat and everything like that. We do have our plays dropping right here or scrolling right here, but let me know what you guys are rolling with down in the chat. We do have a handful of minutes, I guess 22-ish to be exact. I'm thinking maybe we put together a quick parlay that we can live sweat. So, do we have anything in these early games? 6:40 Baltimore, Detroit, 6:40 Arizona, Pittsburgh, 6:45 Toronto, Washington, maybe maybe some of the 7:10 starts. Do we have anything that we should throw in there, guys? Some simple ones, right? Something that's not going to take too much time, something that we can live sweat. Let me know. Throw it in there in the chat, and maybe we get to some of these. Really do appreciate everyone being in here. Drop a W in the chat if you are here early. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I know I always say that, and I make jokes about like, oh, I'm pandering to the likes. Guys, it literally helps so much if you guys hit the like button. You being active in the chat and all that obviously helps as well. So I can't complain when you guys are in here. Really, really do appreciate it. I am just tweeting this out right now. And then we can get kind of rocking here. I mean, we're already kind of rocking. I love these streams because a little bit more laid back, a little more just, you know what, screw it, let's watch some baseball. But man, oh man, I mean, I wish, and I'm sure you guys are in the same boat, I wish we could just watch these on stream. That would be absolutely absurd, but hey, can't do it. All right, let's give some shout outs to the people that are here early in the chat. Let me know if you hit the like button as well. We got Dave, 1,000 says, why is Guy Boston sweating so much in that pick? If you guys aren't aware of what he's talking about this, I mean, you are aware. You're watching this, right? This thumbnail. What's funny is that, like, dude, I could be doing anything and I'm sweating that much. Like, yes, as much as that's AI and it's helped out and stuff like that, like, I'm probably, oh, no, I'm pretty good. Wow, that's actually impressive. I'm a sweaty mother, you know what, all right? And I'm proud to say it. I'm old enough to not be concerned with it. In fact, even way back, and I'm older than a lot of you guys think, in high school, people will be, like, so concerned with pit stains. I'd be like, girls, here it is. You like me or you don't like me. You're going to get this. It's sweating. But shout out to Dylan. We got JD. We got S Drops. I know I'm botching some of these names. Frankie. I feel like, Frankie, you have not missed a live stream yet. Shout out to you. We got Poifect. I love saying that username. Matthew. We got Official. We got Shaw. We got, man, a bunch of you guys in the chat. Timmy, let's go. How do you get such a sweaty picture? You got Yeez. We got D-Trip. I know there's a bunch of you guys in the chat that I have not acknowledged yet, but you know what? There is still time. There's still time. That's the beauty of this. All right, what do we got here? We got a few things that we might want to drop into some sort of a parlay. Let me open up Buckets to Bucks before we get going here, guys. Buckets to Bucks, my very own, and I should say our very own. I'm not the developer behind it or anything like that, but it's totally 100% me, if that makes sense. But a bunch of people that we hired to build it. Go ahead and check it out. The best research tool out there. We're going to open that up and maybe start to build some sort of these parlays so we can get some to sweat together, because that's been the thing that's missing. Not that it's missing. I know we have a blast hanging out and stuff like that, but when we are live and I'm sweating my plays down here and all that, you guys are sweating your plays, wouldn't it be awesome if we could sweat something together, which we really haven't done yet? So let's go ahead and do so. Drop your plays in the comments. I know I just missed a bunch of them, but drop your plays in the comments. Let's put together like a 2 or 3 leg parlay and get to it. I like that one that I see right now from Justin. It's going to be Christian. I almost said Christian Wood. Wow, that is just an NBA ball knowledge name to throw out there. James Wood over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I do like that. That could be something that we consider here. My fave money line. So officials asked my favorite money line. I mean, I hate, you guys know me. I hate dropping the like fave and blah, blah, blah in terms of that verbiage. But I already took the Cubs on the money line. I like that spot today. We've been We've been doing really, really, really well lately. I mean, we've had a very good MLB season. What are we up 8, just under 19 units? For someone that takes themselves as seriously as I do, and I'm saying that like sarcastically, like I know that I'm not exactly the best one out there in terms of, MLB betting and stuff. I will take 18 units up on the season. But yeah, the Cubs money line is something that we already are involved in today. David Peterson, Liberatore. I mean, do I love Peterson? No. Do I like the idea of the Cubs hitting Liberatore? Yes. You know what I mean? But yes, James Wood, that's one leg we can add into this one. Let's do a 3 for 4 double dog dare. Hey, I'm down to do a 3-leg parlay here. Something early though, guys. If you just joined, you missed that, but I'm looking for, so obviously James Wood, right? Earlier slate. He's getting ready. They're warming up right now. So we want some of these early games. Baltimore, Detroit, Philly, Miami, Toronto, Washington, Arizona, Pittsburgh. If we can go ahead and get those down, that would be ideal. And we could talk about the later ones later, I guess. Oh, Brandon Lau, I kind of like that. That's a Pittsburgh one. Would we just go for him to get one hit? Don't hate it. We can toss it in there. Guys, we're building this right now over on the parlay builder of Buckets to Bucks. It's a brand new part of the tool. Now, it's still in beta, like I tell you guys. Like, this technically isn't even supposed to be live yet. Like, we don't publicize it or anything like that. I just dropped the link in the chat. But we are doing that as of right now just to work on some things. Or to see the odds, right? So we're already up to plus 120. Okay, I like CJ. Everyone's saying CJ Abrams. I do like that. That being said, we're already on, James Wood. Let's diversify the portfolio a little bit. Let's try and get someone in the other game. Or in some of the other games, I should say. Same thing, I see you guys saying Valdez. Valdez, I love today. Instagram, guys, must follow if I do say so myself. I'll also put this in the chat. Geez, self-promo Ev is out and about. But we just posted on our story. I have like 4 different chalkboard slips going right now. Because there's so many promos over there. So Valdez is involved. Stuff like that. But all right, we want one more here. Phillies, that, what do we have? That Phillies first, we could go with something like that. Phillies first 5. Do we like Phillies first 5? Yes or no in the chat real quick, because I could get behind that. That's Wheeler. It's a parlay, so we don't really care all that much about the odds in a you know what I mean, in a sense. Yes, we like, yes. Okay. Maybe this is something that we look at then. Let me see if I can get this in. It looks like, unless mistaken, Brian doesn't like it. Philly. Okay. People like the Phillies. I don't mind the pivot towards Wheeler if we want to keep it player prop centric. Do we want to keep it? I mean, we could keep it player prop centric. Do we need to? No. No way. Terry, I appreciate that. He says, keep them coming. Your channel literally paid my car off. Come on. I was thinking Wheeler in what do we got for Wheeler's alternate strikeouts? Like over 5.5, we'd have to. That's still a lot, right? Do we just go Phillies first 5? Am I overthinking it? Probably, right? So let's get this one. We got James Wood. I'm going to try and do this quickly. James Wood, that one starts in like 20 minutes. 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. I'll put this on the screen, guys, but listen up, okay? So James Wood, 2+ RBI, hits, runs, and RBIs. Then we have Brandon Lau. I think I switched up correctly there. To get 1 hit. So, 1+ hit. What do we got? Come on now. And now Phillies first 5 just on the ML. Damn, we kind of got by the skin of our teeth here if this is the case, fellas. All right. Just threw a couple bucks on that. All right, let me put this in the chat there. So I'll, not the chat, but I'll put it here so that we can kind of list out what we got going on at least. Good. James Wood. Okay, then we got, oh, man, this is tough. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. And then I got best. I mean, I'm doing this multi. I got plus 217. Let me know if you guys got something better there. But we do have this now live here. Let's see. Come on, lock in, buddy. There we go. All right, that is live. That is in. That's plus 217. Let me know if you guys got anything else in terms of odds-wise. I have to... My dog is going... My puppy, I should say, is going crazy. I will be right back. Literally 3 seconds. If you're in here right now, do not leave. If you leave, it means you hate me. Do not leave. I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. But he sounds like I got a check on him. He's all right though. Look, we'll be right back. All right. We'll see how long that lasts for. All right, shout out to everyone that stuck around. I mean, a bunch of you guys did leave. Let's be real. The frauds are out and about, but I get it. How can you do a live stream and be like, hey, guys, you know what? We're live, but just chill. Like, we don't even watch commercials anymore, right? So let's just chill. No, us sports fans know that commercials still do exist. I told you I'd be sweating. It's been, what, 10 minutes? I told you I'd be sweating. A lot of people like the Phillies today. My thing with the Phillies, and this is like I said it in the video, right? It's kind of crazy to say, but I was like, does the Sunday night baseball, I know we have them in the parlay, so do not get me wrong. I'm not backing down now. But it's like, they played Sunday night baseball. They had an out-of-character game. They had not been looking that great offensively. Scored 11 runs against the Yankees Sunday night baseball. Tough one. ZJ says, stuck him or her with a bone. You take that out of context, yikes. Big ol' yikes. No, I have a 6-month-old Bernedoodle. Brewski, he was kind of, showed up in one of the videos recently, right? Absolutely amazing dog. Amazing dog. But I think anyone that's been through it, being home alone, Paris is out tonight. Home alone, now I'm doing this too with a dog, a puppy. Woo. Timmy, that's an interesting question. Timmy says, if you couldn't support any Boston teams, who would you support? Okay, so not anymore because I did like LaMelo on the Hornets, but I kind of really liked the idea of the Hornets for the last few seasons. Like, if you guys watch the NBA videos, I was early to the Charlotte Hornets. Do I love them now without LaMelo? Like, I mean, I don't know. That's part of the fun like, he's really fun to watch. Hate him or love him, he's fun to watch. So that might be the basketball team. I think it sounds like I'm jumping on a bandwagon, but I was pretty early to the Pistons train too, as well as I think the Pelicans are a very fun team to watch. If I didn't support, so in Boston, like, it's ingrained in us, right? Like, oh, you got championships, you got to be good. There's part of me that and that's why I love doing what I do and being able to talk all sports, because I can literally watch games out of enjoyment, especially if I got some, on it. But I would watch a team that I just deem entertaining. You could win 20 games in the NBA, and if I think that you're fun to watch and competitive, then hell, maybe I'm in there, right? Football, that's such a tough one, guys. I'm a freaking Patriots fan. Come on, what do you want me to do here? Which sounds so bad is that I've liked the Seahawks for a while, and then look what happened last year. That's a really, really tough one to get behind. Adam Thielen was my favorite player for a while. I like the Vikings. Maybe I'd say that. Baseball, I mean, Baseball, I would probably like a team like the Rays or something. A team that's always seemingly producing talent in the farm system. I would just be pissed that they don't hang on to those guys. And then NHL, even that's probably my least of the four sports. I'm not exactly like a massive Bruins fan. I mean, I follow them and like them, but NHL, I don't know. I don't really have I would love to root for this team. Yeah, who do you guys, with that question in mind, shout out to Timmy, before these games get going, who do you guys like outside of your home team? In fact, in the comment, let me know what your home team is. Outside of your home team, what are you looking at in terms of a team that you would like or do like? I think a do, right, Timmy? A better maybe like a do like to watch outside of your team. Shout out to Chris coming through with a $4.99 super chat. Go Spurs, go. I'm telling you, and I like the Spurs. I love Castle. I'm a big Devin Vassell guy. Obviously, Wemby's freaking Wemby. I think that it's like a good thing they lost the finals. Swear. I mean, obviously, if you're a Spurs fan, you wish they won. But talk about a revenge arc. Talk about like Wemby now. Oh, in his what year was it? Early in his career, he lost the finals to the Knicks. Like, that's an awesome story. You write a Netflix documentary about the guy that lost early in his career and comes back and wins, because let's be real, they'll probably win one, right? That team is filthy. If he just won, you'd kind of be like, hey, take me to dinner first. You know what I mean? Frankie says, my team is the Braves, secondary team's Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks for like years have been a fun team to watch. Even last year when you thought that they were selling and everything like that team is a sneaky fun team to watch. They really are. Shout out to you, Chris, though. Really do appreciate it. We'll drop another ching, though. You know what? Pump in some crowd noise. Games are starting soon. I love that we have a little parlay built here to sweat. That's crazy. Literally the words that I typed. Underdog. So Feek, when you say underdogs, do you mean just like if you put on a random game, right? Like you're a fan of Team A, but Team B and C are playing that night. You kind of just want the team that's the underdog to win, because I get that. Byron says home team Seattle, but love the Pirates. That has to be recent-ish though, right? Because the Pirates are awesome to watch, but man, oh man, I'd stick a fork in my eyes watching the Pirates the last few seasons. Even like if you liked Paul Skeens, right? It's like, well, like, that's even more frustrating. They don't give him run support. Justin says Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know. The Thunder and listen, I'm not going to get down the flopping. Everyone flops. I think Shea gets a bad sort of rap for the flopping. It does take away from the product a little bit. And I think we just saw that this year. So I'm not saying Shea for the majority of his career and stuff like that. In fact, I've been on this channel and the second channel, More Guy Boston Sports, talking about Shea. And if you took away Shea's foul shots, he's still a top 3 scorer in the league. Everyone's foul shots. So everybody, foul shots don't count to your points per game. He still crushes it. But I just kind of, on watching the Thunder now. I used to like them before they, honestly, as sad as it is, before they won the championship. Then Jalen Williams, I can't stand now. The guy wins one championship and acts like he's like Muhammad Ali, talking smack and acting like he's like, dude, relax. Shea, you still can't really knock. Felix Hernandez, no run support days. I like that poll, Brian. Albert keeps commenting CJ Abrams home run. Let's hope that hits. I don't know what the context is. Maybe to when I said what plays you guys rolling with. Wouldn't mind that. I think this Nationals team, speaking of teams that are fun to watch, right? This Nationals team is awesome to watch. Alberto. Did I say Albert? I just saw the O. Tampa Bay is a fun, like, I think people that like baseball like Tampa Bay. Or maybe you guys haven't watched, like, sat down and watched a Tampa Bay game, but they play really, and maybe I'm talking about like a month and a half ago, but I really do like the stealing bases, pushing it to, to try and get a double when it should be a single. Like, that type of thing is very, very interesting to me. So I definitely like the idea of watching Tampa Bay. Oh, okay, Dad. Okay, so I crashed out on Alberto saying, "What are your ride of the days?" And he said, "C.J. Abrams home run." Hand up. Carl said, "When will you have a fan meetup?" I mean, we've never done like a scheduled thing, but I swear, whenever I'm in public and someone sees me and comes up, it makes my day. A lot of people I get comments sometimes on like Instagram and YouTube being like, "I saw you, I just didn't want to come up to you." I'm like, why? Why? If you saw me in public, I might be drunk and we could just have a grand old time. Frankie says if the Nats had pitching, they'd be a problem. They just got Connolly early from the Red Sox. And listen, the dude is good. He's not like a wowing, from the Red Sox, right? He's not a wowing pitcher or anything like that, but I cannot sit here and tell you that he is bad by any means. I was mad at that trade originally because I do think that Mead's okay. No, Mead's good. But come on now, like Connolly early, I think is better. If Mead wasn't under contract and young, then then we'd be definitely throwing a riot here. But a lot of Red Sox fans, because we are so desperate for the Red Sox to do something, really are like rationalizing that trade. In a sense, my thing is that we could have gotten Mead without the Red Sox, not we, could have gotten Mead without Connolly early. So they did just get a good pitcher. Clyde says, not here early, but I'm here. W. Hey. Yes, W. Eat Jameis Winston, eat the W's. Cattell and Abrams getting a home run. I like both those matchups today. If we put them into, I think I already did this earlier, just kind of playing around, but if we put them into the matchup analyzer, I think I liked Marte. I definitely liked Abrams a little bit more. Mitch Keller, Moreno's been on fire. But if we do Abrams, I really did like Abrams. He's in a couple of my chalkboard entries tonight. Check that out. In terms of batter-friendly matchup, sheesh, right? James Wood was the only guy, and we have him in our live parlay here, the only guy that actually liked more, and it's almost indistinguishable how much both these guys like. The weird thing is how are we looking at this game, right? This is what's very weird. Like, we're looking at this game right here. Why is Washington, who can clearly hit Scherzer and all that, only minus 125-ish? Doesn't that seem a little fishy? You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? That seems a little fishy. Maybe it's because Scherzer returned to the Nationals, probably the last time he pitches there. I feel like people forget about that, but hey. All right, Marlins and Phillies kickoff. We got the early games kicking off here. In terms of what we are sweating, we have Orioles and Tigers first 3 under and Kyle Bradish. So we got that one rolling. Let's see if we can get these games to update here. We have that one that's about to start. Actually, that game has started. Can we get that game going? There it is. Boom. All right. Let these go to commercial, and we'll be good. But we have Kyle Bradish and the first 3 under in that game. So I want Kiter Montero, who I really don't like, to pitch well. I think Kyle Bradish pitches well. That's why I have his under 1.5 hits. Or excuse me, Kyle Bradish under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Kyle Bradish under 2.5 earned. But let me know in the comments, guys. What are you sweating? I know I already asked that, but we've been off topic a ton. Which guess what? It's gonna happen again. But let me know what you guys are sweating in these early ones. Early ones, I mean any of the games going on right now with the inclusion of Nationals and Jays. They're about to get going. Oh, well, looks like we're going to have a double to start things off. Pete Alonso, a double in the first inning. Going with pitching sweat sucks also and swinging a bat. Let's see. Desert or dessert? Yes, 1S. Desert. I'm a genius here. I'm an idiot. Hence why I had to sound that out. And you know what went into my mind? Desert 1S because you don't want it. Dessert 2S because you do want it. Anyways, starting to think it's a real probability to take guys to go yard when it's their bobblehead night like Murakami yesterday. Devers had 2 for his. I mean, here's the thing, Desert, and I know that you're probably thinking of it exactly like this too. We all know that doesn't have correlation. But how fun is that? You know what I mean? Like, there is a trade-off there. There is a trade-off there, man. Oh, boy, that's not going to score Pete Alonso, but this is not looking good for the... We got a man on first and third with 1 out. In my video this morning, I was talking about how I was like, I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't love Kiter Montero. I don't think he's all that great, blah, 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 blah. If he gets hit up today, I should have just learned my lesson. In terms of the Phillies, we got 1 man on, Harper at the plate, 1 out. Everyone was in the comments today talking about the Pirates and Diamondbacks over. And you know what the weird thing is? So everyone's talking about Merrill Kelly, and I get it. Merrill Kelly has stunk this year. But you know what's very, very interesting? First and foremost, if we look at Merrill Kelly, I'll get back to the big screen in a second. The dude's pitched a lot better, like, in the last month. But here's what's really interesting, and I do think that this is really interesting. Call me a numbers nerd or whatever. You just say, okay, well, 8.5 was the original line, right? You throw Merrill Kelly on the bump, like, this team hasn't gone over much. When they are on the road, they've barely gone over. Merrill Kelly hasn't been too fadeable. But I get it. I mean, how can you sit there and be like, oh, no, we're definitely back. And Harper goes deep. Phillies first 5 looking good. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped the ching. How about a pump in the crowd noise? That's good. There we go. Phillies first 5 looking good. We had Harper over hits, runs, and RBIs last night for our only Sunday night baseball play. Do you guys like the one-off videos too? Because we've been doing a lot of those and seems like a good response. Obviously, we're not going to get the same amount of traction in terms of views and stuff, but man, I do this stuff I want to get views. Don't get me wrong. This is our job, right? But for the love of the game, and I love doing those one-off views, and you guys really liked the Phillies and Yankees breakdown yesterday. It reminds me of football season. You know what I mean? When it's like, oh yeah, like we're looking at one game and kind of deep diving into it. Do you guys like that? Orioles, all right, they put 1 up. They got the out though. Could have turned. What a weak arm throw there to turn to. All right, we have the first 3 under, and it's and I'll let you guys a little peek behind the curtain, right? I take the first 3 under. That was actually, I placed that before the Kyle Bradish. The more and more I dug into the game, I'm like, I kind of freaking love Kyle Bradish today. And I wish that, so I put 0.5 units on Kyle Bradish under and earned and 0.5 units on the first 3 under. I still feel confident about it, by the way. Pete Alonso got a double, ends up scoring. They did get an out there. I'm not saying it's so over, but I kind of wish it was a 0.75 and 0.25 split. Just saying. Nathan says, what's up? Love the vids, man. Really do appreciate that. Brian says, love them. Frankie says, love them. Yeah. Chuck says it. Yeah, I love doing those too. Imagine how much work that would be if I just went and did I mean, I'm sure some people would like that. There'd be a lot of watching, though, from like the viewer's perspective. If we did every single game, just an individual video. All right, a fly out should end the inning. All right, 1 out there. We've got to get through the next, I would say the next 9 outs, and I feel a little bit better about that first 3 under, by the way. But hey, I mean, come on now. Let's drop a Harper in the chat. Harper going deep to start the game off. I'm not complaining about that. Are you? Top of the first, 2 outs, 1 man on here for Mitch Keller and the Pirates. Let's get the Brandon Lau. He's bat second. He's getting up. Timmy sits here and tells me every time. It's been 2 times, so I get it. Vladdy first plate appearance, home run every time. But you know what's funny is that the minute it does happen, I'm like, Timmy called it. Like, it's the perfect thing to be like, it's happening. And every time that it doesn't hit, I don't really care that much. But the minute it does, I'm like, Timmy called it. Frankie brings up a good question. So I posted this earlier, and this is to everybody, but we are looking to bring on someone. It'll be paid. I mean, it's not, quit your job and come over here paid, but it'll be paid. Fantasy football, someone that can make videos and stuff like that. You say, and we're trying to bring someone on the channel for that can be consistent throughout the NFL season talking about fantasy football. Make sure to DM me on Instagram. I already posted my link in the chat. I'll do it again here, but this is probably the best case. Like, we're trying to do this without going through hiring and stuff like that, just to make it easy enough. But DM me if you are interested, okay? If you like talking fantasy football, and I'd prefer it if you have any sort of video knowledge, but if you do feel like you know how to learn or can learn or X, Y, and Z, that's okay, okay? We can work with you. But we're looking to bring someone on. And Frankie says, do they need to have a show already? No, they don't need to have a show at all. But I want someone that, like, if I'm like, hey, learn this system via YouTube, go and do your own. Like, it's me, Trey, and Tassos right now. We don't have the most amount of time to go out there and train. Like, we'll work with you. But if I'm like, hey, look at this tutorial on YouTube. Can you figure out this? If you feel like you got that, then hey, maybe that's something to consider. We're looking to add to the squad. NHL as well. Not fantasy, NHL, just like our daily shows. All right, Bradish is up. I know it's 3 games short of a full slate, 12 games, but what a good slate. Like, there's a lot of really just legit games that are interesting here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Max is throwing bricks. He might, man. I mean, if I'm being honest, Max Scherzer is not what he once was, but yet they still kind of price him like he was. Nathan says, I don't know if I have been asked a million times. It's all good, though, because guess what? You haven't asked a million times, so how am I going to hold? See, that's why I know I'm a good person. I'm not going to hold you accountable to other people asking a million times. When is NFL for Buckets to Bucks coming out? It is very much in the... I'll show you real quick. I'll show you guys. When it's going to come out is probably... We're going to release a preview version so you guys can use it and stuff like that, prior to the season. But it's going to come out right around there. But I want to release something like this. So this is a preview, right? Very similar, obviously, schedule page and stuff like that. But if we just go to like the Moneyline page, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. We have already more filters than you're getting pretty much on any other site. We have really good. This data will be filled in. Like, for example, if you wanted to look at the Patriots versus a team that blitzes whatever percent of the time, or pressure rate and all that. Again, it's very, very basic injury report. This is stuff that we have built as of right now. If we want to go to, let me pull this up so I don't release what we got going on here. If we want to go to like game total, this is like static data, right? But again, a ton of data, and we have all stuff like the types of runs, cover 2, cover 1, stuff that you legitimately are not getting on any of their tools. So Buckets to Bucks NFL is about to be game changing. That's like a brief preview and kind of assuming, we'd assume that we'd have that. But guys, check it out, bucketstobucks.com. It's absolutely absurd. Like literally. I mean, I back this tool and trust this tool because we built it and I like love it. But guys. And I'm trying, at least to begin the NFL season, we're not going to up the price, which is kind of crazy. Like every time we introduce a new sport, like I think that the average person viewing doesn't understand this thing costs a lot of money to make. That's why they don't exist a lot, right? Marlon just scored. But I don't believe I'm up in the price for at least the start of the NFL season. cuts into our margin a little bit, but I just consistently keep the mindset of keep the tool as affordable as possible and make it better than every other tool out there. IK says, or I3 says, Trey is great. Trey is awesome. I think Trey's one of the better, all things considered, making the videos, knowing WNBA and all that, one of the best WNBA creators out there. There's a bunch of them, right? Like Jordan, obviously, Final Round is a very good WNBA mind, but like realistically, they're in a league of their own almost. Ramon says, how do we feel about Zach Wheeler? After letting up one run, I don't feel about him all that great, right? Oh, one run. Did he just allow another one? How do we feel about him? A lot better a little while ago. I need to lock in on Kyle Bradish here. He's got no outs, a man on. And that's like one of my favorite looks today. So 2-2 in the Phillies. Just like that, mother you-know-whatters. We have the Phillies. We're feeling good. Obviously, you could see it right here. We placed this live one for us to all ride, which let me know in the comments. Did you ride? Did we all take the same thing? And now the Phillies' first five is right back to square one. Let's see. Esprit says, Wheeler's fantastic. If you take hits against him, you're asking to lose. I mean, Wheeler is one of the best pitchers in the league. I think that we should all know that, right? That said, the Marlins have been, guys, if you look at what the Marlins, I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. Like, I agree with that statement, but here's like the devil's advocate in me. You look at the Marlins. Look at this Marlins team. They've been so, in terms of them, team total is what we want here. They've been so abysmal offensively. At some point, you thought that they'd go off. Because look at this. They've been going off and then all of a sudden just stunk, right? Is tonight the night? Really? Zach Wheeler? Really? That seems crazy to me. I would not assume that that's the case. Did we miss Brennan Lau, or is he just getting up? We missed him, huh? Damn it. First and second, one out here. We need Kyle Bradish to do something. Trent says, I did not take Philly because everyone was on them. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing we talked about in the video. I still believe in like the Sunday Night Baseball hangover. I know that that's like a stupid thing to think about, but it is. Frankie says he's due for a bad game. I do. So there's guys that I think are regret, like when someone's like, oh, they're due for a regression. I'm not saying you're saying that, Frankie, but it's like Zach Wheeler just is a consistent, really good. When you say like he's due for a bad one, I get it. Like every pitcher will have a kind of stub your toe start, but Zach Wheeler is kind of like a guy that's not like Walker Buehler's been pitching well. He's due for regression. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that Frankie's saying that. DH says, what prop app do you use? Oh man, some people, if you know, people in chat are like, oh, here we go again. Guys, Buckets to Bucks, the best app out there, not just for props. I know everyone and their grandma's ex-boyfriend from high school, the sites want to either steer you in a game pick direction or a prop direction. Buckets to Bucks got you covered with everything. Props, team totals, nerfies. We have a game simulation model. Check it out, man. DH, if you're looking for a prop app, you got one that's the most affordable in market and the best in market. Everyone's like, oh my God, this guy talks about Buckets to Bucks like it's his kid, which, by the way, it might be. But it's almost like that's my burner. If I wasn't live on streamer now, someone would be like, you asked that? No way someone just asked that. Appreciate that. Covering the Nationals at all, we do have James Wood over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in this. That is a game that we have up on one of these small screens here. So, hell yeah. And we are, I believe, James Wood got a hit, correct? No one in the, I believe I saw that. So, James Wood is he on third? Hold up, wait a minute. I thought I was finished. James Wood on third? Can we take a step back? James Wood's on, is he on third? With one out, C.J. Abrams pops one up, and James Wood cashes the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Come on. Just put one in play up in the air. Scherzer looks pissed out there. Uh-oh. James may be ahead of me. I see RIP Phillies first 5. Oh, 2-2. That's fine. But we were looking a lot better than we are right now. I'll give you that one. 3-1. This may be a pitch to hit. And honestly, with a man on third, let's see if Abrams cranks one. Come on. He walked him. All right. Oh, they're challenging. He's still going to walk. Okay. Bases juice. That was definitely inside. Timmy, don't root against us, man. Baseball. So, let's see. I just missed it. I saw Andrew say something, but the chat went away. Baseball, I think the minute someone kind of just takes their time with baseball, it's an incredible sport, especially betting wise. I mean that. You just have to invest your time into it, which I get stinks, right? Like when someone looks at buckets to bucks and it's like, oh, we got all the data in one place, and I go like this, right? I open up the thing and it's like, well, that's too much data for me. I get it, man. It is a lot, but once you feel like you got a knack for it, it is freaking awesome. Oh, great. Tassos is in the chat. Tassos just got back from vacation. I said like it's a negative. Like, how dare he? He says, I put the house on this parlay. I'll be homeless if it does not hit. Shout out to Tassos in the chat. Tassos was just in his technically hometown. Is that down the line? No, okay. Chris says Washington base loaded. Hold my beer. I mean, if James Wood gets in, this is an early. Did James Wood just get hit? Imagine that if James Wood, because it almost hit him, third base. He gets hit while he's at third base. But Tassos, if we catch this one, we're looking pretty damn good. I mean, we need the Phillies to do a little bit of something. But, I mean, talk about a first inning play. James Wood gets out there and hits. Wouldn't hate it. My concern with the Arizona and Pittsburgh one with Lau. God, I can never remember. Is just I saw on Twitter today, or not even, I did see on Twitter, but it was actually, I said it earlier, the comments on my videos, everyone seemed to love the over in this, and I get it, but I think Merrill Kelly's been way better than people think. Frankie says baseball's the best because they measure everything. Yeah, I mean, it's if you like data and like being able to dig deep, right? Like when most people would stop and be like, oh my God, why are we still digging? And you're like, dude, let me keep digging. That's why baseball's the best. Like, I truly believe that. It's not like I like basketball and football more to watch than baseball, but in terms of having plays and making predictions and picks, right? Baseball is my favorite, at least right now. I say right now, bad strikeout for Cruz. Oh man, Timmy's gonna be right. By the way, Timmy said, he's on. I forgot Timmy. I mean, I don't know how I forgot, but you said that he's not gonna score. You can root against us for the Blue Jays. I was in the wrong there. But you said, how can can you talk, Ev? Lock in that he's not going to score. I completely forgot that. One, you were a Blue Jays fan. I don't know how. And two, you might end up being right here. And then there's a pop-up. Kirk dropped it. Oh, okay, that has to say something. Timmy, give me one run here. Give me one run. Give us James Wood. Kirk. That was a can of corn, baby. All right, let's see. We got one on in the Phillies game, one out. That just as much, like in terms of James Wood getting a hit, right? Because James Wood already did half of the hits, runs, and RBIs. If he doesn't score, whatever. Phillies, same thing, and then they end up blowing it. It's kind of yikes. Does that? Nope. All right, inning's over. Timmy, you got to give credit where it's due. Got to give credit where it's due. Let's see. Sal says Yanks money line. I mean, I did talk about that in the video today. That's the side I would be on. But to me, I do sit there and, like, as corny as it sounds, like, how can you trust the Yankees right now? You know what I mean? Cincinnati, Cleveland delayed. What else? Okay. We're kind of good for right now in terms of game starts times and everything like that. Man, oh my God, Kiter Montero is sucking. Man, on second. 2-2 count, no outs. I'll tell you, I'm pissed if we should have just backed Kyle Bradish. And like I said, honestly, like Mr. Cooper reporting for duty, like I did, like literally, I leaned that way. I just couldn't get there fully. So like I can't, like if you like I can't be like, oh, they're inconsistent. No, like if I had to, that's the side I would have been on. Nick says, I'm new to baseball. Does travel for the games really cause issues for the team? Such a stupid answer for someone, like such a stupid answer for me to give for someone that's new. It depends. And I think the best way of viewing that is like knowing the days, time change, elevation change, and how long that travel is. For example, if a team's coming out of Coors, which is Colorado, and now they're going back to Fenway, right? It really, really, really matters. If a team's going from, I don't know, call it Tampa Bay to Atlanta, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it matters all that much. I do think the travel matters in theory, but it really depends on the amount of travel. And honestly, a good starting point would be like, hey, if you think that travel would be kind of hard on you as just a human, it probably is somewhat of a tough travel for the team because they play and then immediately go. But the elevation's a big one. You have Coors, you have, Sacramento right now where the Athletics are playing. When teams come out of those places, it's the time to fade them. If they've been there, like Colorado, as bad as they are, when they've been there and they played a series and then the other team leaves, another team comes in, but Colorado's been there, it's like a time to back Colorado. Tassos says, tell me we get him out at the plate here. That's going to be a run. Not exactly the best. I mean, Orioles score second one. Tasso says, first-time caller, long-time listener, viewer. How nervous are you for this upcoming season of H to H? I know that you're down 2-1 in the series. Shout out to anyone that watches H to H. Wow, Broken says H to H's the highlight of my life. I appreciate Broken. But how nervous? I don't know. I mean, technically, historically, this just means it's my year, right? And I'm so locked in. Locked in. But I think H is going to be big this year. How about some H live streams? Toss and I have dabbled around that idea for a while, but I think that we actually have. Did the Philly? What is that? Nothing. Okay. I think that could be something cool too. A live wheel spin. Are you Josh and my McCowan right now? That could be electric. Tassos, you're going. I mean, Tassos better wear an ass brace, a bumper all year because I am slapping that thing. Not beating the allegations with that one. Yeah, the Nats not getting anything there is kind of crazy. Guys, there's a bunch more people in here that have not hit the like button than have hit the like button. I think I got that right. Hit that like button, guys, if you are enjoying the stream. If you feel like we're having a good conversation and all that, just smash the like button. Right now we're at 69 nice likes, but we got over 200 people in the stands. Come on now, hit that like button. Yeah, Ramon, I've seen his stuff before. We talked about when he had some issues with the channel a while ago. I gave him some advice because we were like the first channel to kind of go through those hiccups. Glad someone picked someone. Austin says Josh McGowan's crazy. Dude, I've said that for years. And I made it up too, which is great. And I think it's just such a good one. Let's see. This is a good question by Timmy. He says, ride of the day. Are you up or down? I'm so glad we started tracking because I have no idea. What I care about more with the ride of the day is like the people that have, the streaks. But let's see. Right here is literally the units up or down, right? Do we think we're up or down? Let's see. I'm going to do this in the bottom right of our screen. Whoa, that's pretty impressive, guys. We're up 4.3, an average of +2. An average ride of the day, we have 0.8 units won when we go on these ride of the day streaks. That's actually pretty impressive, guys. It is. Wow, shout out to the ride of the day. I'm glad you asked that. I think we just scored the Orioles score a run. Yep, okay. That's a loser. Now we need Kyle Bradish to come home. Oh, someone's gonna clip that. I wish that I just took, because we split Kyle Bradish in the first 3 under, and I ended up being like, fuck, I kind of like Kyle Bradish a lot more. And lo and behold, he has nothing, huh? In terms of earned runs. Uh-oh, Marlins up 3-2. All right, let's update our, we got to add the X. The dreaded X. Guys, when I update the X next to a play, it literally gives me like agita. Is that like acid reflux? Oh, that sucks. All right, let's update it right here. Scrolling. Boom. Whoa, a $10 super chat from DJ. Oh, an OG here. What's up? He says, Churio over 1.5 bases. Schmidt over 1.5 bases. William or Wilson? We got to clarify that. Over 1.5 bases. Boom. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Pumping some crowd noise. WDJ in the chat, man. I love seeing names in the chat just for, like that's so cool. Really do appreciate that, man. Let me know. Is it William or Wilson? Who are you looking for the over 1.5 bases? We need a big inning out of the Phillies. Zach Wheeler, was it Frankie? Who said that earlier? I don't want to give Frankie the credit, even though he probably deserves it. Said that, man, Zach Wheeler may be due. And I was like, I don't know. He's not like that type of pitcher. But I also wasn't specifically talking about that. Damn, you guys run at the like. We got over 100 likes now on the video. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like button again, though. Still not good enough. William, yeah, okay. Okay, I like that. Wilson is obviously a Red Sox. I do really like him. Looking at it earlier today, I did like him. Okay, I like what DJ just threw our way. So now we just, this is such a stupid mindset thing. And you guys, if you're betting every day, you get it too. We lost the first 3 under, right, in the Baltimore and Tigers game. Now I'm just sitting here being like, Baltimore, score as many runs as you want. I want Kyle Bradish to feel as comfortable as he can, not hard-pressed out there. Because the only way that we can recoup some of that L is Kyle Bradish pitching well. So, damn, now I'm just like all in on Baltimore, go score runs. Yeah, that's a good point. So, Tasso says, we need people to determine a wager for H this year. I can't tell you how confident I am that I'll be putting a belt to ass for the third time in 4 years. I said that I was going to be using my bare hand, but you're going to use a belt. Okay, man. Yeah, what should the loser/winner do for H? If you guys don't know what H is, screw it, right? I know we got copyright things, but I can show my own video or our own video, Tassos, I shouldn't be selfish, on the stream, right? Let's see. I'm going to show you guys because this is it's the best football show in market. Here's just an example of what we're looking at. I'm going to wait for this ad to go away. Then I'll show you. But like this, it's Tassos. Is there anything better than it? Oh my God, this is a bad example, guys. But this was I was wine drunk in Malta or something. But Tassos and the guy, okay, we got to get one. Okay, I'm gonna pull one up. We got to get one with the actual editing because that was like one of those. I don't know why that's the first one that popped up. We got to get one with the actual like editing here because that was when I had a few too many wines in. But here we go. Here's the better example. So we have H to H, right? Tassos and I spin a wheel. We kind of talk smack. We go round by round, spinning a wheel. And whoever lands on this, who goes first, right? And then we get to spin another wheel, which would be right here. It's going to pick player prop, money line, spread. On the spot, we have to think about it, right? And then we make our pick. And then at the end of the show, we have our picks. And then whoever wins units-wise, everything's a one-unit play unless you double down, which would be 2, you get a win. It's the best show out there. It's going to be huge this year. All right, there's a Blue Jays. Let me lock back in here because now Tassos has me real excited for what we got going on H wise. We have that Phillies. We'll keep an eye on that one. This game, Pittsburgh and Arizona. We'll check back in Atlanta and New York. Anyone sweating anything in Atlanta and New York? Or are we good on the games that we have at least going right? No way. Did the Marlins just score another one? Is this bad boy chalked already? All right, Kyle Bradish getting back up. Jay Main says, what up, what up? Tassa says, I heard HH cures diseases. Are we chalking it? Anthony says, chalk it up. We might be chalking it up. Are we chalking up Marlins already? Or Marlins and Phillies? 4-2, bottom second, man on second, 1 out. Frankie may have been right. What's annoying, too, and this is not your guys' fault. I'll take ownership for this, right? I had said at one point, I was like, should we just do Wheeler strikeouts? We can go like 5+ or something, right? What does Wheeler have for strikeouts? Like 3 already, right? Gio, that's a good first Kirby now, Wheeler. Is today the day of studs getting just demolished? All right, silence in the chat. James Wood is at the plate. Oh, it doesn't matter. The Phillies are still not out. Hitting James Wood here would still be nice. Maybe the vibes go from this direction to this direction. So let's see. If James Wood gets a hit here, maybe we're looking a little bit better, right? Maybe the Phillies have a big inning, just like the Marlins have had. Maybe the Phillies have one. Come on, James. I can't believe Wheeler, though. He has tossed it, but the Phillies can get it. And, the good thing is it's just first 5 ML money line. So if they tie, we want them to tie it, and then it'll just adjust the odds. At least it won't hurt us. We're still asking for a lot, though. Is Wood about to get walked? Timmy, am I behind? I mean, I'm definitely behind in your guys' view because there's a delay from my stream, what I'm saying to you guys getting it. But I wonder if even sometimes when I play MLB TV on my computer while streaming, while doing a bunch of other stuff, it's pretty delayed too. It's not crazy, though, if he walks. We could still score him on the hits, runs, and RBIs. But again, Timmy's not impartial, right? Oh, my God, what a dumb play by the Orioles. No way that's going to be a triple. That might not be an earned run. Tell me that's an error. If you guys are watching the Tigers and Orioles game, I don't know what you're doing there, buddy. Is that Tavares, Leote? Yeah, what a dumb. That would be great if that run would be not earned. It has no runs coming yet. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm assuming. So did he walk? Honestly, I'd walk him. Man on second, 2 outs. Why not? Yeah. I got to get the ruling on that. It was probably a hit. Yeah, to triple. That's BS. All right, there's a Bradish potential run, guys. Let's see if he gets out of this. Wouldn't that be sick? That tells me a little bit of something, right? Man on third, no outs. If that guy doesn't come in, sheesh. He does have, for what it's worth, 7.89 right now. Don't hate that. What did Wheeler do again, or just Wheeler Oh my gosh, fellas. Can we all take a pause, Zach Wheeler? Headphone warning, okay? Headphone warning. Seriously. 3, 2, 1, -1. All right, fly out. That's going to score 1, though. All right. That was for Wheeler, by the way, but Bradish did allow 1. I love Bradish today, too. I think it is dead. You guys are saying it's dead, it's done. Yeah, I think it is. Like, is it worth keeping this bad boy up just for the... Maybe we put it away. Maybe we put this away. This little guy, we put him away, and then the Phillies do something. There's still only 1 out, though. What are we doing? No, Otto Lopez is a problem, Jay. Otto Lopez is sick. Talk about putting balls in play. You can't get a hit without the ball in play. Arizona, I mean, we're not getting much production out of our guys here, right? We want Brendan. I mean, I guess that if the Phillies are dead, then what does Brendan Lowe matter and stuff, right? Or Lau. James Woods on third now. Again, does it matter? I don't know. Yeah, the Marlins are real fun basketball. Like they are a real fun team. What's funny is the last 2 times we've taken them, team total over, they get to 3 runs and then stop. We only need 1 more run from them to cash. Wait, who just scored? No. That's Woods on third. Okay. I'll tell you right now. You might think that I keep repeating myself, but I'm telling you, you hit a like button right now. You guys hit the like button right now. Our tide may turn, man. The Phillies are a good lineup. Tyler Phillips is We could see some runs out of this Phillies squad, guys. Right now, I'm kind of truly sweating Bradish. I want Bradish to lock the you-know-what in. 1 earned through 2 innings is no bueno when we only have him for 3. Wood scored. Okay, Wood scored. Let's see. See, did that happen as the likes hit? Did he score? No, Wood did not score. Did he? Yeah, the Nats scored, but wasn't it Nunez? Woods on third. Yeah, oh, come on. Jay Main's just trying to get my hopes up. Unless I am behind. I know the Nats scored, but I think it was Nunez. No, you're asking. Probably because I addressed it, we just jinxed it. Oh, man. Miami and Philly, that is a weird one. But, guys, if you literally, watch back today's video, I said I like the Phillies too much. But, man, what a weird, situation. Oh, he might score. No, okay. Okay. It's all good that he did not score. We got Pittsburgh coming up. Who's coming up for Pittsburgh? I think Lau may get up. Timmy, we got, and here's why I feel impartial, and I feel like I'm, for example, Timmy is hardcore. He can say that he's not, and he's hardcore rooting against a James Wood, but he's a Toronto fan. Are we gonna blame him? No. All right, we have. Let's see. We'll watch this one. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom in 2 seconds. See, you guys are like, oh, why don't you stream more? My bladder's not built for damn streams. Oh man, I should have I read this, and for whatever reason we're talking about something else. Someone said you got to get a couple Gatorade bottles. We can't have you go to the bathroom. Okay, I like that, Timmy. There we go. Timmy, Timmy says if he just gets a hit, we're good. Okay. Merrill Kelly, man, I'm telling. Literally anyone that says Merrill Kelly is ass. 1, didn't watch last year, and 2, hasn't looked at him lately. I don't know why I feel like I'm backing Merrill Kelly. We want him to, do poorly because we have Brendan Lau. But I just saw in my, the ride of the day, right? I like the unique ones and everything like that, right? We got probably 10 to 15 people saying over 9, over 8.5. I saw an over 9.5 for the over in this game, and I do get it. Like, I think when I talked about it earlier, I was like, kind of independent, but I thought that the Pirates may score some runs. They're at home against a righty. Merrill Kelly struggled on the road. But if you listen to what I said, it's kind of like Merrill Kelly's a lot better than people think. And he has been for a little while. I guess whoever we were talking about earlier, like backing underdogs and stuff, that's kind of what I like. Like, I like sitting here being like, everyone hated Merrill Kelly, and he's actually better than you think. That's why I like Walby Arena, or like some of these other guys like Michael McGreevy. No one gives a crap about him. I think he's a really good pitcher. Speaking of Walby Arena, we got him tonight. In terms of, I see Ramon saying I got Wheeler for 8Ks. I feel like the strikeouts aren't an issue right now, but him allowing a bunch of earned, would we be surprised if they yank him? I don't know. Lou says Cubs. I mean, Cubs my only full money line play today. I just really do like the Cubs, yeah. We have a full unit. We got really good odds, too. I got minus 111. What are the Cubs right now? Let's refresh buckets to bucks here. I believe Cubs. Oh, you can still get it. I was trying to say, I mean, actually, it's still pretty good across market, right? But you can still get that number. All right, this is going to be telling. Are the Phillies going to lock in? You can get a minus 105 zombie? Chris, was that you that said the Gatorade joke? I read that. We were talking about something else, and I was like, oh, I want to say that. And I just didn't. Blue Jays score. I mean, I don't mind runs in this game, right? Like, I don't think I would ever sit here and back. Actually, who ended up starting for the Nats, right? It wasn't Liberatore. Who ended up getting the start? I saw it, too. It was Yen or Yeen or something. Wait, who just hit that home run, though? Oh, is it year? Yeah. So, you know what? As a fan of Timmy time on the channel here, hell yeah. Is he safe? Safe. Yes, all right. Trey Turner beats out an infield. Guys, wouldn't it be great? We're down 5-2 here in this Phillies game. Come on, don't lose hope. It's probably dead. It's probably dead, but it's kind of like you see a body, right? And I don't have this experience. Maybe some of you weirdos do. You see a body and you're like, looks pretty dead. You poke it and maybe it goes, one last time. Let's hope that turns into them standing up and walking around, all right? How's that for an analogy? Pumping some crowd noise, ladies and gentlemen. That analogy needs a like real hard. Hit the like button. What does Wheeler have right now? I don't have the box score up in front of me. Too much paperwork. Yeah, you either remove yourself from that situation or go, dude, we got to bring you back to life. I'm not filling this out. Oh, that's a tough. Oh, he's safe. Okay. I was going to say in the Orioles. Not that we have anything. We just need Kyle Bradish to pitch well, but he has 5. Okay. 8 is okay. 10's asking for a lot, but it's not out of the question, right? Like Bout, I see, says that, but like, do we not think that he's going to pitch, even if he's getting shelled like he is? He's not going to pitch 6 innings. He's pitched 2 in his 5. Yeah, I saw that too. Cubs game delayed, right? It's delayed because of what? I just saw it pop up on ESPN, but does anyone have that, or can someone? I'm trying to look for right now. Inclement weather. Is it that hot? Unless I think, isn't it just like really warm in St. Louis? Maybe I'm the idiot in the room. I thought that was the case. Schwarber has a 2-2 count. Man on first, no outs. Come on now. Maybe the Phillies get something going here. The funny thing is you literally have You have 3 more innings of offensive production, potentially. It's rain, really, yeah? That's got to be one of those, like, it's just super hot, so it rained. All right, this has to be good. Okay, because we're in a lull of the action, I am going to go to the restroom. These hands will be washed when we come back. Fear not. We will be back very, very shortly. Got to do it, guys. Clean. I'm sitting in there, and I'm not sitting, by the way, but I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, can we not just hold it? I honestly couldn't, fellas. What did I miss? Well, I missed the Phillies not doing anything. Any nerfies we like? Let me ask this question. I'm not trying to chase. I would never promote that, but just have some fun here, right? Did the stream mess up? I just got a reconnection successful. I didn't know it disconnected, fella. Cleveland, Cincinnati, New York, Chicago, St. Louis. Those 3. Any of the nerfies we like? Did the stream just lag out, guys? In terms of our nerfy prediction here, Cleveland, Cincinnati may be the only one. I don't know if I like that. This thing's been hitting like very crazy this year. It's just nuts. We've talked about nerfies. We've honestly not talked about them in a bright spot this year on the streams, but man. It was out, the stream was out 45 seconds. Was it like, dude, the guy's not even on here? Was YouTube like, hey, we know you're not on stream right now? Cleveland, Cincinnati nerfy? I'm down to Timmy. This guy. Timmy just knows the game he's playing. Can't find nerfy coverage on YouTube. You know what's funny, guys, is Trey. So if you guys don't know, Trey is our WNBA, and what I'd like to consider part of like the big three at Guy Boston, right? So he started doing WNBA, but we brought him on. I brought him on late in the year, like his original year. And then he's like, okay, how can I get involved? Because obviously he just wants to keep going, and credit to him. He did do Nerfy of the Day for a little bit, and we both were like, I don't remember if it was me or him, but I was like, it just seems too volatile, and it seems like forcing a square peg into a circle hole, right? Exactly, Pascal. It's like Nerfies are awesome, but it's imagine trying to, and here's the thing. I really do feel proud in this, guys. Maybe I get a little sappy here and all that. By the way, Guy Boston turns 10 years old in 3 days. Again, trying to make me not be sappy. But as much as I'm like, okay, we've carved our lane out, that I do think that the show that I make, I mean, any of us, right? Every day, but I could speak personally that like it's not going to matter win or loss in terms of the information and entertainment we provide. There's still a level of like mental, just you a nerfy. Oh, you lost by some BS home run or something like that. It's tough to do every single day. I would include it. I mean, maybe I do, right? And never say never. Maybe include nerfies in my videos and stuff, but whatever. Maybe we, you know what? And just in the spirit of that, I feel like everything's meant to be right now. I might just roll with the. I think I'm gonna look at the nerfy in that Cleveland and Cincinnati game just for fun. If you don't have the expenses just to have some fun with this one, do not do it. But I'm seeing -105 markets at -115. I think I'm gonna roll with that. Nerfy in the Cleveland and Cincinnati, just because a couple of you guys see. Now this is like a slight bullying. It is delayed, right? But they posted the new start time. I believe is 7:40. Or am I making that up? If I'm making that up, then I'm not going to get this down just to who knows when it's going to start. Oh, crap. That was the Yankees and White Sox. Oh, we don't have a start time. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm very glad, actually, because that would be really annoying to just do it for stream purposes and then get nothing out of it. But anyways, yes, the reason why we don't have a nerf, like, it's kind of sucky because it'd be really easy to just garner views with a Nerfy of the Day video. But it just seems like such a, gotcha type video. Yeah, Pascal says whenever you lose and you chase, you end up losing. Don't bite. Feek says, what's play? No. We're pausing. Thank you to Frankie. I mixed up the Yankees and White Sox listed their official start time, which got pushed back, 30 minutes? And I had read that as Cleveland and Cincinnati for whatever reason. Yeah, Josh, you're 100% right. I would always tell anyone that parlays are like same game parlays, depending if you're price shopping and stuff like that. You can certainly get some sort of an edge. But man, oh man, like I've probably, what do we have just in general, right? We can even look at my results here. I probably have a handful of parlays all year long in the MLB. Yeah, check it out. Look, we've placed, a crazy wins and losses there combined, right? Look at this. Even SGP, that's 5 SGPs. And this is just like our plays that we post on YouTube, right? In terms of officials, and 8 parlays. Straights are definitely where it is overall. Funny I say that because our SGP were profitable and parlays. But guys, I would never, if someone's like, hey, what should I really focus on? I would always tell someone to like, hey, let's focus on finding something that you feel like you have a good grasp of. Because I think understanding and also being able to utilize data can help. So obviously if you're just EV betting, then totally cool. But in terms of like, find a market that you get in terms of how it works, and then apply your data and research and all that, and try and focus on something. That's all. Like, keep it simple. Guest says there are no losers, only winners and quitters. For a $2 super chat, I love that. It is kind of funny. And the thing is, and this is another sort of like another psychological, I don't know why we're getting so mental right now, but I don't know why my head's so itchy either. Maybe we got it. Are we getting signs itchy? Cleveland and Cincinnati Nerfy. Rhyming. But anyways, no losers, only winners and quitters. Someone can responsibly sports bet forever. You know what I mean? Like someone that gets the idea of hey, I just, I'm paying for the ride for the amusement park, like we've talked about before. You could do that forever. You know, you enjoy the sweat, you enjoy the, you know, what you got going on and stuff like that. So I agree with that. It's also splitters. All right, no outs, man on first. Middle of the order. I mean, Dingler's up, and then you have the middle of the order. Bradish needs to get out of this. Come on. Kyle. Saying come on, Kyle just sounds like I don't have a okay, nice. I thought that was a score. Feek says I need to understand units better. It's so easy. Let me break it down. There's two ways of thinking about it. The dumb, like I would explain it to someone, not saying you, but me as a dumb, it's your standard size of your wager, okay? What it should be, and what people often forget, like Feek, if you don't understand it, you may not have done this yet, and I'm not saying to call you out, you just ask the question. Everyone should have, whether you've actually put it aside or you truly have tracked and said, hey, this allotment of monies is my bankroll, and then go 1 to 3%. You can decide what it is. 1 to 3% of that is a unit. So just to use a low amount and stuff, but honestly, I wouldn't judge it if someone's doing that. Say your bankroll is $100. Your play is $1. Your 1 unit plays $1. That's how you manage it, even with losses, because how often are you going to lose 100 plays in a row? You tell me, right? But you can work that, and then guess what? As you get a little bit better or X, Y, and Z, then the play, the unit size does not change. But as all of a sudden that 100 turns to 150, now you're taking your plays at a 1 unit price of 150. So I think, it's called management. It's not called bankroll scheming or gaming. It's management. You're never going to go crazy if you do appreciate and actually follow any sort of bankroll management rules. So hopefully that helps, Feek. And I know there's a ton of other people that don't get it. I did not watch that. How many does Wheeler have right now? Timmy, that's even crazy when someone is saying like 5%. Like even if someone, because you can always determine your percentage, right? I get it. I don't think it's smart to go above 3 in a sense. In fact, usually I'm operating right around 2 to 3, depends on what we're feeling. But point being here is that, you know, when someone's like, oh, I got a 15 unit play, even if it's 15 units or 15 more than you should be doing, it's kind of stupid. Like there's just, 6 strikeouts for Wheeler. See, even him kind of getting shelled right now, he could still do all right. But if someone were to ask me, and I get this question all the time, when I'm at a get together and someone asks me what I do, how can I? There's no answer of how can you do X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. It's a way bigger conversation. But I think the biggest thing people think about here's some knowledge. The biggest thing people think about is, what can I win? Dude, you calling something correctly and getting it correct should be mentally enough for you to be like, fuck yeah, I got that right. So don't worry about the $30, $50, $70, $100 that you win, depending on how much you put down. Take some pride in that you called something correctly. And over time, you'll start to realize, maybe I'm getting a hang of this. My $1 play turned into a 25, turned into a 50, if things are going accordingly. Doing it for the actual dollar signs is probably going to result in less dollar signs. Feeks has started with 10, watching now I'm at 950. Boom. I wouldn't take full credit for that. Like, I literally wouldn't, because we like to have fun, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that provide more information and out there, but man, oh man, like, I love reading stuff like that. I really do. 9 days without a loss is absolutely crazy. I can't believe Kiter Montero, first couple innings, gets shelled, and now he's just starting to lock in a little bit, huh? Big inning for the Phils, though, guys. Let's go. Phillies up. Come on. Drop a Phillies in the chat. Also, if you have not liked the video yet, what are you doing? Hit that damn like button. Let's go. Come on. Great slate ahead of us right now. Not ahead of us, but in our faces right now. Am I crazy for not thinking the Phillies are out of this one? All right, how about it start off the fourth inning with a nice little hit from Alec Boehm? Timmy says, what big players do you like riding? And he's trying to get me fall into the trap. I really do like Wood. I'm not falling for it. James Wood, to be clear. I wouldn't count the Phillies out yet, but I also don't think that, like, I don't think any of us are walking in being like, hey, you know, we're in a boxing match here in the corner between rounds. They're like squirting. I shouldn't be doing this after I just talked about what Timmy said, but you're getting the water, you're getting the Vaseline, and they're like, oh, how do you feel? Like, I got him right where I want him. No one's thinking that. But with one swing of the bat, hey, who knows what happens, right? Bryson Stott, what did he do last night? See you later. Can we get another one of those? That's a good, Frankie also, I mentioned you a lot in the stream, but Timmy, like, for whatever reason, Timmy's saying stuff that I just see. He goes, how does he get so popular? It's also a great name. Timmy Time is just a username that you just, you know. The tribe says reason Phillies are still on the money line. Yeah, here's the thing though. For our parlay, we got them in the that we put in at the beginning of the stream. We have them at the first 5, so we only have a little bit of time here. Ooh, God, I don't mind that. Noah and Max 10 combined. Let me look at that over on Buckets to Bucks real quick. BucketsToBucks.com. You know I want to take my time to shout it out. But Max Fried, my only thing is, like, are we definitely going to get a lot of innings out of him? Which right now I would say yes, because he came back and pitched, what was it, 6 innings? Or 5 innings, yeah. But they threw him only 57. Actually, there's a question mark. Stretched out a little bit more. Okay, pause. But in terms of his strikeouts, you know, I think that we could see a lot. Like, this is a Chicago team that chases. They strike out a lot, so sure. The question is, to that point, is Noah Schultz, right? Because if we think if Noah Schultz, it's 4.5, so he's kind of slightly juiced to the over. This is a team in the Yankees that does strike out a lot. In fact, looking at the left-handers, Schultz is a lefty. Left-handers lately, 6, 9, damn, she fine, 5, 12. Ooh, where'd you get that? Over 9.5 strikeouts for those guys combined, I don't think is a bad. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. First and second, nobody out. JT Realmuto at the plate. Come on. Come on. Phillies are not dead. Tyler Phillips is sweating, baby. Come on. 2-1 count. Bring us back here. The funny thing is, I haven't even paid attention. Can someone do a wellness check on Brandon Lau? What is he even? Is he doing anything? Because I'm sitting here like just grilling the Phillies, and it's like I don't even know if Brandon Lau, James Wood still has the 1, right? So it's like, oh my God, fellas, imagine the Phillies come back and make this happen. And then it's the other 2 ones that we're actually in a better spot. Those guys don't come through for us. That would be brutal. Oh, double play turned. All right, get that guy in at least. We got 1 on third. JT Realmuto. Real screw-o there. Is Mitch? Yeah, Mitch. I turned. Do I even have that game on anymore? I do. I just haven't watched it at all. Mitch Keller, I thought would get hit today. I did. I also thought that we'd see a little bit out of Merrill Kelly. I will admit, but the reason that I didn't end up pulling the trigger on the Pirates or even their team total over is because Merrill Kelly's been a lot better than people think. All right, Kyle Bradish is back up. Phillies are going for a walk. I feel happy. Son of a fun. They pulled Max. Did they pull Max? Reason being why? Like before he gets hit. I mean, he's coming back. I guess I get it. It is really cool though, Max. Like, this is why I like. So I've been a baseball fan for a long time. I know a lot of people just started as like betting got legalized and stuff, but like Max Scherzer, Nationals. Like, I think it's really cool that he's pitching today. You know. Cole, hell yes. Hell yes. That's what I was talking about. I was like, I don't have I said it in my video today. Cole's saying, felt like the Phillies was a trap. Firm believer in Sunday Night Baseball, then traveling the next day is taxing. Probably. That's what I said in my video today. I was like, I can't sit here and think that the Phillies, who, by the way, had not really scored a lot of runs. They go out there and score a bunch. No, did Zach Wheeler get pulled? But anyways, the Phillies, like, it was just an uncharacteristic game last game, and then they travel, and I believe in the Sunday Night Baseball victory, big game hangover. I said it in today's video, and I even said, I was like, as the more and more I look into this data, Zach Wheeler, I love the Phillies. That's the problem, though. Kyle Bradish is letting the first batter of every single inning get on. How many pitches? 52. This Kyle Bradish one is not looking that great. Darius, yeah, I'm in. I got him at plus money earlier. Over 4.5 for Walbert Urena. I like it a lot. I also have the first 3 under in that game. It's funny, though, and I shouldn't say it's funny because people get mad. How can you smile after a losing day? We've had a really, really good stretch of MLB, just this season, actually, in general. Not even stretch, right? Actually, the last, 7 days hasn't been as good. But I sit here and I'm like, I kind of feel due for a bad day. If you guys have been watching every day, you know we've been doing all right. Due for a bad day after yesterday. We went 6-2 last night. I know people hate when I say that, but I'm also like, dude, let me say what I want to say. My biggest gripe in the videos is when someone comments, you should do this. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of feedback, and I read the comments, right? Like, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't talk as much. I just ramble. But also, if you're going to tell someone they should do this in their video, clearly something we're doing is working, so screw you a little bit, right? But also, just start your own channel if you think I should do it. Take what I'm doing and should do your own way. Don't get in... We don't need... Hey, guys. Don't be a guppy hat. I think it is live, by the way. I should post that in the chat. This hat is sweet. Snapback, really good structure. Great price. Don't be a guppy. Seriously, though, don't be a guppy. You don't need to buy the hat, but just don't be a guppy. I just posted it. Broken says Nationals are equivalent to garbage. The problem with the Nationals is that, to your point, it's like as good as the Nationals are or have been or, whatever you want to say, I guess, right? They still just not that type of a team that's like a trustworthy because of the pitching in the bullpen. Like, they'll score a bunch of runs, but it wouldn't shock anyone if they lose games with a bunch of runs scored against them. Weird day so far, I agree. Bradish has a man on first and third. Nobody out. Not great. Weave is under 2.5 earned, FYI. All right, guys, drop what you it's been a while. I've been talking about a bunch of random stuff. Drop what you guys got in the chat right now. Let's see what we got that we're sweating right now. In terms of games that are on, I mean, I guess you could you can list what you're playing. Like we talked about Walbert Urena. Let me know what you guys are playing in the chat right now. Our biggest sweat is Kyle Bradish under 2.5 earned. He's not looking great, by the way. Like he's don't feel good about it, I should say. O's and Tigers under. Chrome, what number did you get there? Chris, Christopher, all of our fitted hats. Do we have the logo hat anymore? No, all snapbacks. I mean, if you DM me, we could probably make something work. I could put it online real quickly because a couple of these we have on demand too. But they are mostly like this one's snapbacks. I mean, I wear a lot of backwards hats, and to me, snapbacks are I do what I like in a sense. But I don't think we have fitted. I don't think we have anything fitted in stock right now, if I'm being completely honest. White Sox, Red Sox, Brewers, and Nationals. So you're sweating the Nats right now, kind of big time, huh? Because the Nats are they're losing, and when you think about it, with their I mean, I like Alvarez, but at the same time, it's like that's a team that you want them to get out early. The fact that they are not, but they took Scherzer out. Okay. We're not dead there. Under 8.5. Okay, you're kind of on thin ice right here, right now. Chrome. Yeah, this Phillies team seems to be done. The reason I haven't even talked about that game a little bit, I think that they may be cooking our parlay. Also, did I get I shouldn't say. I was like, did I ask for a report on Brandon Lau? How is he doing? No outs, second and third, Bradish. No way we lose a full unit on this game. Bases, juice, no outs. Okay, hey. Kyle Bradish.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No, I didn't take that Yerfie. I'm talking about Kyle Bradish. We already lost the first 3 under in that game, but Kyle Bradish was Walbury Arena pitching the force. I really like that a lot, but Kyle Bradish probably ended up being my favorite play of today in terms of his under-earned. He hasn't lost yet, but I kind of feel like he's about to. We shall see. Yeah, the Nats don't look bad because that offense is so good. So it's like the Nats are, I mean, in a weird way, one of those teams where it's like, okay, you don't feel, especially against Toronto, where they may stop at 2 runs. You know what I mean? This is not a good offense, but you want the Nats to get out early. 23 says you got to leave those first 3 and first 5 unders alone, man. I swear you'll be better off. It's literally our most profitable market this year. First 3 unders specifically. People say that all the time because one time like today, right? We lose that first 3. Are we not going to acknowledge yesterday when we went 3 for 3 or whatever they were in them? Guys, that the first 3 and first 5 unders are literally the like bread winners for our market, in our market, player props, I guess, mainly. But seriously, that's going to score a run. Oh my God, Kyle Bradish is screwed. What do you mean, what's the ratio? I could probably do it right now, actually. I could give you so in terms of just in general, totals, which is a lot of it, right? We're profitable on the season, but that is including a lot of things. If we just go to first threes, let me pull that. I can get that real quick. We are up first 3 totals, 57.8% win rate, 4.19 units up. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm in. But also, I get what you mean because I do so many of them that I think when you do a lot, and to your point, I guess in a sense, when you do a lot of them, the losses start because losses always stick out to people more than wins, and that's fair. But you end up seeing more losses of those first 3 than say like a money line play, right? But still, if I'm up 4.1 units, 4.19, so almost 2 units on a market, I'm not running the other way. What's your ratio? Yeah, rather play. Well, Baccarat is not making you up 4.2 units. First off, you have to guess if it's player or dealer, and then the cards have to tell the story. I think we're doing a little bit better than that, buddy. I don't mind that 23. I mean, I don't mind the idea of, I don't mind the idea of live betting, getting a sense of the game and all that. But I'm just defending the first 3, first 5. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Or that's why we like first 3 and first 5. You say research bullpen availability. That's exactly why we end up liking first 3 or first 5s, because we know bullpen availability. So you got it kind of missed. If a bullpen's going to stink or they don't have availability, shrink it to first 3 or first 5. We also have data for first time or first 2 times through the order. Sweet says, any live plays right now? I mean, technically, Phillies first 5 money line, James Wood over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Brandon Lowe to get a hit. But I think that one's gone. Live right now, we're still Kyle Bradish. I mean, under 2.5 earned, but I don't think he's got bases loaded, no outs, already 2 earned coming through. So I don't think that's going to be something that we get. He did strike someone out there. A double play could end this bad boy. As A Spreed. I mean, I'm just going to keep saying A Spreed, but I probably am botching that username. It says, don't stop talking about baseball. I'm finally understanding it. I'm glad, because I'll ramble, obviously, but I'm glad someone's understanding. Yeah, Spree, I think that's what we got. In terms of the O's and Tigers bullpen, I'll show you right now. You can tell me what you think. These are arms that threw yesterday and last 7. I mean, you could look at full season if you want, but I would much rather the Detroit bullpen season long and like what they got going on. Baltimore's been a little bit better. I mean, the FIP is a little alarming, but they did throw a lot of arms. I think there's still hope there. But I honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, I thought Kyle Bradish was about to do a hell of a lot more than what he's done so far. You know what I mean? We got to update that, right? What is it? Kyle Bradish earned. That was probably my favorite play of today, too, huh? All right. How about one last little plea, right? Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you're watching. Let's see if we can turn the vibes around here. We need the Cubs money line. We need Walbert Urena and the Astros and Angels first 3 under. I believe, yeah, we need to sweep we have 5 plays. 2 of them have already lost, but it was a 1 unit for those 2 because we split it. We have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. I wouldn't tell you it's looking good. Top of the Diamondbacks and the Pittsburgh Pirates are already in the top of the damn 6th. Who's pitching? See, we have not paid attention to this game. Mitch Keller and Merrill Kelly. Who's pitching better? If anybody has been watching that game. Wow, they're both. See, and that's the game that everyone was talking about, the ride of the day being the move. Kirby, yeah, Kirby. Everyone kind of thought was gonna be pretty damn good too. No way, 23. I mean, I can't tell if 23 and me are friends or not because he hates the first 3s. But I am a Red Sox fan, and if you really did you actually roll over Red Sox? Your boy, I think Wheeler got taken out of the game. You're not going to get 2 more Ks from him. That's what's annoying, which is crazy because how does he not? This is Wheeler's like worst start of the year. I don't even have a play on it, but I'm watching on the big, I do MLB TV, big screen, and then 3 little ones on the right. I'm watching Arizona and Pittsburgh right now because this is a game that I thought, but a lot of people thought it was going to be a lot of runs. Now I'm sitting here being like, I'm kind of watching a pitcher's duel, and it's entertaining. Timmy just cracks me up. I did not even see what Vladdy did. Wow, shout out to you, 23. See, the thing with me and the Red Sox, it's like I'm a Red Sox fan. That's my home team. And it's like I got that enjoyment out of it, you know what I'm saying? Vegas or Everett for Encore. I'm very surprised by this. I'm almost like just baseball fan of me likes this Pittsburgh and Arizona game because it was low scoring. Now you have a what'd you call that? A broken bat single or something? I don't know. Error, whatever. Ketel Marte, right? Now you have bases juiced 1 out. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, and I'll tell you guys, and you let me know in the comments, do you think this could be a good hat? Make unders great again. And the only reason we haven't released it is because I don't want people being like, oh, political. It's like, I wouldn't be doing that. It's more of a spoof, right? But I think I like taking unders more than overs in baseball. And here's the thing, like in your in 23, I'm not saying like just to call you out because most people like overs. I get it. I think unders make you hang on for the entertainment purposes. Talk about how heart pounding. Unders make you hang on every single pitch more than overs. And baseball is like the best way of doing that. So I sit here and I'm like, we have the don't fear the underline and all that, right? But I thought that would be a funny hat or a funny shirt or something like that. But I think that unders are like, they're so misunderstood. No, I no pun intended, understood. But I do think that unders are so like, the minute someone trains their brain to be like, oh, unders are entertaining too, it's like, they might be more entertaining in baseball specifically. Like they're really, really, and especially because there's defense, like unders, it's like you're backing the pitcher. Do you know what I'm saying? See, oh my God. All of a sudden, this just went from an under game to, or probably still maybe an over, or an under, excuse me, but maybe an over in that Arizona game. But was it, hey, do I stand by what I said? Was it Merrill Kelly? No. Yeah, 23. I mean, hey, see, we can agree on that. He said the feeling of having an under and seeing pitcher just throw meatballs makes me want to tear my hair out. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I do think unders, this is going to sound crazy, unders take more research, like, because sometimes, like, I'll back a Andrew Alvarez type of thing, and I think he's going to pitch well, and people are like, why would you back him? Because we've done, like, a lot of research behind it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas in baseball, you can just, probably to your point, right? 23, you can be like, dude, this lineup is sweet. They're going to hit this bad pitcher. Like, let's have some fun with it over. So I get it. I do get it, man. Wizard says, as soon as I said I need D-backs, they scored 2. Magical chat. Hey, it's what we can offer. Plays aren't looking, so far we're 0-2, only 2 pending. We have 5 plays total. Things are looking great for me. I would take 10. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I would take 10 times out of 10. Me lose, you guys win. I like making the videos. If we could go on live and lose live and you guys would win, screw it. But I do love that. Magical chat. You say it. Everyone comment what they need right now. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Wizard says, hey, I need the Diamondbacks. And they scored 2 like that. Comment what you need right now and let's see what happens. What a ploy to get comments or chat. Timmy, chill. A lot of people are on the Nationals in this chat. Damn. The Wizard goes, okay. All right, if we're saying that, no one say Pirates. We'll probably stay live for another... Damn, we've been live almost... We'll probably stay live for another 10 or so. We've been live for almost 2 hours. Let's see if James Wood does something here. He got that 1 hit. He got on third base in the first. You know what inning? Come on, man. But if I were to put it in chat, in fact, I will put it in chat. Screw it. I have to put, and I said it'll come true if you put it in chat, right? I'm going to put my the ones that I have pending in chat. Boom. 23's favorite. Under 2.5. And then who knows if this game's going to get going, but Cubs money line. Hey, but guys, real talk. Let me just do this. I know we have less people in chat because we're kind of winding down, but as much as you guys watch the regular videos and stuff, like seriously, I do want to give a second to plug something that I'm more proud of than probably anything we've done in the content career here. Buckets, $2, guys. You have the schedule page. If I were to give a little quick tutorial to anyone, right? You come in here, schedule page, okay, you're getting the games, I get it, live scores. Let's find one that's not live. One click of the button, you literally have in your face a one-stop shop of everything you need. You want to get a little bit more deep? Okay, click Wallbait Arena. It's going to open up all of his props, and we have literally more filters than anyone in the damn market. You want to see, okay, well, against right-handed pitchers, OPS rank, it's going to show you, right? You want to get as nitty-gritty as whiff rate on he throws changeup sinker. Okay, changeup being his number 1 pitch. Whiff rate on the changeup. You can do just that, guys. It is really, really cool. Check it out, bucketstobucks.com. I wanted to make sure I get that in there before we close out here. I know you guys are like, oh, we talk about it all the time. Guess what? Some people may not have heard it. And I feel like I'm not doing my due diligence because they should see the best tool in market, which we built ourselves. We built it. So I am biased. Wizard says, have you used buckets? So this is our tool. And I say it's a Guy Boston Sports product. I'm not hands-on coding and stuff, but we built it, right? NBA was live all NBA last year. So go back and watch those videos and stuff like that, right? And NFL, you can probably wind back, I don't know what time, but earlier in the stream, we gave a little bit of a preview, very basic, but it just launched last year, December 26th. WNBA props, it's and Esprit, we have like more built in that's coming with WNBA. It's already like the best WNBA tool out there. Do you know your win rate with the projection model? Yes, I can tell you right now. We keep track of it. We track literally every thing, whether it's all the things that are on the model. So it's going to take a second to load, but I'll tell you in a sec. It's good, by the way. The problem is, if you're anything like me, I'm not just going to come on here and look at a model and be like, oh, I'm going to follow that. Like, I still want to do that. I just love the game of this, so I'm going to do the heavy lifting myself sometimes. No, Wizard, I was just telling you. No, yeah, you're good. Okay. So in let's see, we have Over this is year long, but things we've changed like the formula and stuff. So just to answer your question, do you know the win rate of it? I'll go through it all. In terms of full season, right? So we have over under. So this means to the actual line. It's not just like, oh, did you get it's like to the actual line, that 53.2%. Marginally profitable, not that crazy, right? In terms of the money line, now we do first three and first fives included in this. In terms of the money line, I believe it is 54.8. That's crazy for a model, by the way. A lot of you guys might be like, oh, that's just over 50-50. No, that's very, very good. In terms of first three total, we're sitting at, sorry, it's taking a second to load these. In terms of first three total, 53.8. Very good as well. First three money line actually is crazy, which is very good. 72.7. First five total accuracy, meaning over or under the number that it could be 4.5, it could be 4, it could be 3.5, 58.6, and then first five money line 65%. Pretty damn good. And then the Nerfy is the other predictor we have. And again, like 59.2% on the season in terms of the ones. Here's the thing. So with the Nerfy predictor, it's the ones that, so for example, let me show you today, we wouldn't have any of those qualify. It's ones that are over 54%. So 55 and beyond, 59.2% correctness. I think that's pretty cool. We spent a lot of time on it, but I would say like, I'm not the, I didn't build the algorithm for that, right? Like we did a lot, like I'm the owner and it's Guy Boss and we built it, but we went out of our way to make sure that these things are pretty cool, like our weather model. Like I think that we have a better weather model than the best plus or minus run percent in the game, which everyone goes to the same one, but I think we have a really good one because we judge the ballpark based on the ballpark. So say Coors is always plus 8% and today it's plus 7%. That doesn't help the user in terms of how it normally plays. Is it playing up or down? I guess. I don't know. I digress. I'm bragging about our own tool, but I think it's the best thing in the entire world. Go sign up, guys. I'll put the link in the comments. Yeah, Craig says you need to schedule Saturday or Sunday. I just never want to commit to it because, I end up being busy or something like that, which sounds crazy. But guys, we still post videos on those days, right? It's not like I'm just taking the day off, but it is tough to I don't want to commit to it if I can't promise to you guys. Now these weekday ones, I'm having a lot of fun doing, and we're able to schedule it out and carve it out. So yeah, we shall see though. But all right, guys, we've been live for just over 2 hours. I think we call it a night. I really do appreciate everyone being here. Let's see. I typed those plays in the chat, right? And according to Wizard, like you type the plays in the chat, you might get some good luck. Timmy says it's terrible to have a life outside of this. Trust me, more of my life is this than not. So, hey. But I know what you mean. But anyways, guys, really do appreciate you being here. Catch you guys in the next one, right? Peace out. Really do appreciate it. We'll probably do one. Keep an eye on the daily videos, guys. We'll let you know if we are or are not doing one, but I think we'll do one tomorrow. Good slate ahead of us, too. We'll see. I don't want to make promises, like I just said, but I love doing these damn things. Tune in tomorrow around 6:15, hopefully. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Thank you.